Let's go. Turn on the TV light. What up, techies and gamers? Have you liked, subscribed? If not, you will regret watching this video.
What up, techies and gamers? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video. Welcome to Tech Toys and Gaming. If it's your 80th time, welcome back. And if it's your 80th time, you should be subscribed. Stop playing around and stop talking. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about these new LED magic lights right here. I'm gonna do a magic trick, make them appear. 1, 2, 3, go. Never mind the magic. The Onforu LED Wi-Fi smart light strip. That's right, ladies, gents, techies, and gamers. We're going to be going over this particular Wi-Fi RGB light strip. I thought it was actually a good device to review since it is RGB. I do like RGB in my life. It is also Wi-Fi, so you can control it with Amazon, as well as Google Home Assistant. Stop listening to me.
There's a microphone off button on Echo Smart speakers, which electronically disconnects the
Stop.
Thank you.
It works with Google Assistant, and you can control them with your voice, right? Voice command, control the lighting, light levels, right? How bright you want it, colors, that sort of thing. They work in conjunction with the Magic Home app, so you'll need to download the Magic Home app, so that way you can actually set it up to have a great Wi-Fi voice commanding experience, right? So just a little quick tip in case you didn't know how to use Wi-Fi and apps on your phone. What, in this day and age? So Onforu sent me this sample device to check out, give my little review, let you guys know in the techie and gaming world if this is actually a decent purchase, right? If it's gonna be worth your while for the price it comes in at. $15.99, it's $16. Let's see what you get for $16, right? That's not even a big expense considering that some of these higher end, supposedly higher end LED light strips coming in at $60, $80, depending on how much, footage you want. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna review it. We're gonna give the pros and cons of this device. I've been given the leeway to decimate it if need be. It's good to give its, pain points, so that way the actual company can take heed and go back to the production lab and make improvements on products, right? That's what's the great thing about having these sorts of channels. So let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing, check out what comes in the box. We're gonna go this direction this time, or up, I don't know, that way, down, where? Station, drop that. All right, techies and gamers, so let's just give a little bit of so let's go ahead and weigh a little bit of the pros and cons of this particular light strip. Number one, setup was relatively easy. Setting up the Wi-Fi connection, setting it up with the Magic Home app, setting it up with. So I found I really had no problem getting these devices added to my Wi-Fi in the house and connecting it with my smart devices for voice control. I'm not gonna say her name because then she's gonna respond. Another pro is the level of brightness, right? The levels of brightness are pretty good. They go pretty dim and pretty bright as well for, whatever, how bright do you really need these lights to be, right? They're LED strips. On the brightness level, I would definitely give it 5 stars. Along with the brightness, I also appreciate the fact that these LED strips, their spread of light is very smooth and the gradients it creates are very good. You don't see the individual beads so much, even in your peripheral with each individual light along the strip, right? There are some lights where, the light is not spreading very well and the little, you can see the separation. So it looks like a bunch of dots as opposed to this. So I definitely appreciate it. That is definitely 5 stars on that. Another pro is the color replication, right? You want it to be red, it goes red. You want it to be green, it goes green. Slightly lacking in the pink department, but overall, the color replication is pretty on point. Another pro is that the strip itself is pretty malleable. I do like that it does not have this, I purchased lights before in the past and it had like this kind of like rubberish overlay over the lights. So the lights were kind of buried underneath this rubber thing and I didn't like it so much. For one, it made the lights really heavy. So they were definitely falling off the walls easily, but these are pretty light and thin, right? And very malleable. You can kind of fold these around as you please. It kind of feels like, I don't know, right? So if I bent it, it will stay in whatever bented formation I wanted it to, right? So it's kind of like aluminum foil in a sense. The other pro is you get a full-fledged, you get 3 rings of this, 49 feet of
Freaking LED strips.
you don't know what to do with. I can wrap this around my house. Damn, I got a small house. Am I gonna do that? I guess that's a good thing, but there's a con that kind of goes with that as well. And since we're talking about that, let's just jump right into some of the cons right now. 49 feet, awesome. 3 rings of LED strips, great. However, there only comes one Wi-Fi controller with the device, so you won't be able to connect all 3 rings to your Wi-Fi controller. Unfortunately, right? So you'd have to get 2 additional Wi-Fi controllers to connect to, or just make one extra long 49 feet under one Wi-Fi controller. I don't know how you're gonna just use one strip of light to go everywhere along your house, but I'm sure someone has done it somewhere in the past, in the future. What? I guess another con with this is that it didn't come with the separate 4-pin connectors that you could use. So you are able to actually cut these LED strips to make them as long or as short as you'd like. 49 feet is long. I wouldn't imagine most people would use 49 feet directly, or at least with one of these strips. So no 4-pin connectors to actually cut, reconnect it, or even angle it to a different connection. So when I hooked it up behind my TV, I didn't have the 4-pin connectors. So I essentially, what did I do to my TV? I essentially, when I got to a corner where I needed to turn, I just created like this fold that was kind of like that, right? This weird fold so I can create a right angle and then tape it up, only because I didn't want to cut it and then reconnect it because I didn't have the connectors. So I just did that for this demonstration purposes. You see here on my TV, you'd have to go out and purchase those as well. How well is the adhesive on this when you're sticking it? I would say that it is the standard adhesive you would get with most other LED RGB lights, right? Any of these strip lights. I have had some LED light strips in the past. They didn't quite make the cut, and I guess one of the biggest pain points when you're working with these LED light strips of any kind really is that, the adhesiveness, right? You want to stick it on your ceiling, on your floor, behind your TV, and it just doesn't stick. They tend to fall. They give you these additional brackets and all this stuff to kind of drill in your walls. I find that a lot of times I would have to actually tape these LED strips to the wall and to whatever surface, because over time they just fall off and you come and you go turn your lights on and the lights are on the ground somewhere. Unfortunately, the surface on the back of my TV is not smooth, so there is like a texture to it. So because of that, it was even less adhesive. It was less sticky. So I had to actually add additional tape to make it stick. But all in all, for $16, I would say they're amazing, to be honest. For $16, you're gonna get an experience that you would get with a $40 set of LED strips, right? Same functionality. It works pretty seamless with the Magic Home and device, right? Or a Google Assistant. Turn on the TV lights. Turn the TV lights up 100%. Turn the TV lights green. Turn the TV lights yellow. Turn the TV lights orange. Not much of a difference there. Now there is one cool feature that I did test out, and that is the cinema mode. And now for the cinema mode, you will have to use the Magic Home app and go over to the cinema settings, and you actually have to point your phone to your TV to actually make this work. So I did go ahead and try it out while I was watching some Dota 2, right? Dota 2 TV series on Netflix. And with the Magic Home app, you have to actually take your camera, turn it on. I actually had to mount it on a tripod and leave it sitting on the tripod pointed at the TV for the duration of watching the show. So you would need your phone connected to power, otherwise, you'd be watching the movie and the effects would just stop because your phone died. I wouldn't imagine myself using that feature too much, simply because I'd have to have my iPhone plugged in and powered on and the camera running for the entire duration of the movie. What if I wanted to do a marathon for 6 hours? I got my iPhone
Burning out!
All right, Techers and Gamers, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was informative. I hope it gave you some buying intelligence and power. If you're in the market for it and you're looking to buy something of this stature, LED light strips of any sort, then I would recommend this. Good buy, great price for what you're getting. All that square footage of LED lights it's a lot. You just have to go out and buy some additional controllers, that sort of thing. But definitely recommend it. And if you like the video, watch it again over and over because it has that much replay value. As always, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you coming through. If you're interested in buying this particular device, I recommend it. Link in the description. I get no sponsorship here. I'm not getting a cent off of this. Well, maybe if I decide to resell it, I don't know. But anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Stay techie, stay gamey, and jump rope on a staircase. What?